Hi guys, so I've been watching more Mandela Effect videos lately, and whenever I want to do one, it's basically when people have already done so many videos about the same subject. But this video, I'm basically going to tell you, if you never even heard of the Mandela Effect, how you can get into it. Because there's so many Mandela effects out there, you may not know which one to go to, or which one you can even feel like you could believe. So if you never heard of it, you don't know what it is. Basically, they were saying that in 1990s or maybe 1980s, but when I just googled it, it said 1991 that Nelson Mandela died, and then there's people that remember that happening, people that don't remember that happening at all, and they have a whole different belief on it. So basically, the most viral one is the Berenstain Bears. The way that it's spelled, people remember it one way or another way. Well, the Mandela Effect isn't just the ways things are spelled. It could be lyrics and songs that are there or aren't there. It could be quotes from a movie. It could be the way a company spells certain things. It could be anything. And there are people that believe that Mandela Effect is a thing, and then there's people that are like, no, you're stupid, you just don't remember it right. You don't remember it the way I remember it, so you're just wrong. I, however, believe that the Mandela Effect is a thing. No matter how crazy that sounds, I just believe it's a thing. And I feel like there's no way in hell that all these things are changing, and all these things are different than how we remember. Yet, we never noticed before, but now we know. So it's how can you... you can't take away my memory. I remember in Star Wars the whole Luke, I'm not I am your father quote, and then to have it be no, I am your father. You're telling me that now. I never even had to watch Star Wars, but I've heard that quote so many times because people do what's the word, parodies of it, or they joke about it in another movie. So why would all those people do all those references to that quote if it never happened, because there's so many Mandela effects, and sorry, my computer's loud. It likes to be obnoxious. I even let it rest before I did this video, but if you're not bothered by that, continue listening. So basically, there's other ones. There's so many other ones. The way Febreze is spelled isn't the way I remember it's being spelled. So there's that. If you want to look that up. Skechers, I remember there being a T in Skechers, but apparently there never was a T. The Monopoly guy, I remember him always having a monocle, and then apparently the Milton Bradley, I think it is, company, or whatever company, was saying no, he never had one. Which, what do you mean? I remember him having a fucking monocle. And then, what other one? Shaggy in the cartoons, I remember him always gulping and having his Adam apple move. But now in the cartoons, if you go back and look, he never had a fucking Adam's apple. Just try to explain to me. I'll wait. Does anyone else remember? Because I remember Colin was on his video saying how he remembers there always being an Adam's apple. And I remember that too. So if he's crazy, I guess I'm crazy with him. So that's cool. What other ones? There's so many. There's so many. One on top of my mind. Cheez-Its. I talked about some of these in my other videos, but I'm just gonna act like none of you have ever seen them before, and you probably have never seen me before. So I'm just picking some on top of my head right now that Cheez-Its, I remember there being an S or a Z. I can't tell you which, but I know on the box it didn't just say Cheez-It, it said Cheez-Its. Because you're eating more than one Cheez-It, so why would the whole box just be called Cheez-Its? Well, why would the whole box just be called Cheez-It when you're eating multiple Cheez-Its, you know? So you would have it Cheez-Its on the box. So that doesn't make any fucking sense. Cup noodle? It's supposed to be cup of noodle, or cup of noodles, but it's cup noodle. The fuck? Try to give me cup noodle? No. Throw it back at you, because it's not spelled right. Some of these things, it's so weird, because you would think it does not make sense the way it sounds and the way it's spelled. Why would you change it? Looney Tunes. Like, okay, like loony, like cartoons, but now it's T-U-N-E-S instead of T-O-O-N-S, which I swear to God I remember being Looney Tunes and not tune like a musical, like tune. Why would that make sense? It doesn't make sense. So, it's just like shit like that, and it really gets under my skin. And I hate it when it's like the Mandela Effects where a song is different than what you remember. Because it's like, I've heard this song like so many fucking times in my life, and now you're telling me that it's wrong? Like, I swear to fucking God, my sisters and my mom, like, do not believe me on this, but I remember at the end of We Are the Champions, it's supposed to be like, of the world, and then it fades out. Well, that line isn't there anymore. You can go look it up on anything, you're not gonna hear that last line. So feel free to debunk it for me if you want, but on the radio, I remember always hearing it at the very end fade out to be like, of the world, and now it's not. It doesn't do that now. So why did it change? This one really pisses me off. Alice in Wonderland, okay? On her leggings, you can look up any cosplay of this, any merchandise, anything ever done about Alice in Wonderland. She's supposed to have her black stripes on her socks. Oops. And now, she doesn't. They're all white. No stripes. Another, Alice in Wonderland one. My one friend that originally is from the UK, he made it seem like this was a normal thing. So I don't know if, like, if you watch it over there, that they have a different phrase there or something. But because he's a big, like, Alice in Wonderland person, I was like, why is it, like, do you remember it being most are mad here and not we're all mad here? Because if you go to look up, like, merchandise and stuff, it says we're all mad here, not most are mad here. But apparently you go back and watch the cartoon, it says most are mad here. And not we're all mad here. So he made it seem like he wasn't fazed by that and that he's heard it before. But I don't remember that. I remember hearing we're all mad here. So there's just so many people have done videos on it, Shane himself. So, like, just go look up any of the Mandela Effects if you want to hear any. These are some of the ones on top of my head. So, if I find more, I'll probably do another video. But these are just some of, like, the most memorable ones to me. Apparently there's a different way, like Chick-fil-A was spelled before. If you want to look that up, that might be something you can say yes or no to for sure if you're a Chick-fil-A person. What's another one I can leave you with? Life is like a box of chocolates from Forrest Gump. My sister Jess was crying about this because she always used to watch this video when she'd be like home from school. Like, watch the movie, not the video. And she remembered it always saying, like, life is like a box of chocolate. I played the clip to her, and he says life was like a box of chocolates. Was? Bitch, that sounds so fucking weird and not right to say was. Why would you say life was like a box of chocolates? You made me sound like the world ended or something. Life is like a box of chocolates. What? I'm trying to think of more before I let you go, because this is a short video. There was a Michael Jackson song. Let me look it up because I don't remember which. But there's a Michael Jackson song, but it's like there's different versions. There is a different version of it, and the one like sounded the way it's supposed to sound, and the other one doesn't. So let me look up Michael Jackson Mandela Effect. See what comes up. Oh yeah, the way you make me wait, no. Oh, Smooth Criminal. It's like they do one of the words, like the lines twice, but I remember hearing, you've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal, and now apparently they like don't do that. So you can listen to it, but I remember it's supposed to like repeat the line or something about that line, but it's not the way it used to be. So if you want to look up into like Michael Jackson Mandela effects, there's some out there. But yeah, now I'm gonna leave you be. You can look more into the Mandela effect. It's just one of those things where it's like you could be open-minded and believe it too, or you can just think I'm fucking crazy and think I'm wrong on everything. But I guarantee you, even if you don't want to believe it, there's gonna be something that you're gonna be like, I don't remember it that way, because so many things have changed. I mean, especially like movie stuff. Like, why would they do merchandise and references to other movies, like making fun of like Star Wars or whatever, if that line never happened? You know? It just gives you something to think about. And now I'm gonna fade away into the darkness. I'll see you later. Try to believe. Try to keep an open mind. It doesn't hurt you. Okay. Bye.